Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go here in Atlanta. Ray McLeod on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Atlanta. On the ground, it's Robinson. He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he's gonna give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the bootleg, it's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he'll be taken down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. McLeod now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Open man downfield, that's London. And he will go all the way. Great London. Touchdown Atlanta. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Give up the middle with Swift. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of 1st.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. That one on target to Moore. And he's going to have the Bears 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Here's Williams now to throw. He finds the big tight end. That's Gerald Everett. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Bears 1st down. Williams to the air once more. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. This pass caught. Right side, it's Allen. The Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. They'll run with Swift. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Santos for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions, and so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. The safety, Justin Simmons, with the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet in back. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. Throwing again, Williams. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll try to run with Swift. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they stop with 28 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try to run with Johnson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one, take it in. Heenan, Allen, touchdown Bears.
Oftentimes, you can tell the decision about whether or not a team is going to go for it on 4th down based on what they do on 3rd down, and I think they knew they had an extra down in their back pocket. Try on 3rd and goal to go through the air, and even if you fail, you still got one more shot at it, and it results in a touchdown.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 21-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. Now, deep ball for London. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw. It's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
So, we have reached halftime, and the visiting Bears are in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Williams. Off he goes. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. Give him 16 there and a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll run. It's Swift. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here. Another run by Swift. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. 14 on the pickup. First down, Chicago. Swift gets it from the pistol. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He's got his man, Carter.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's got another one. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon.
Voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. He rolls to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So that brings up second down.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up. It cost him that catch.
Hurts trying again on second down. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
It's Dotson on the catch. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Barkley. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Good defense tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. This time it's a passing play. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Eagles get the game's first points here in the second. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Swift gets it, going left. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. You found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Buying some time right. He's running for it. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. What a play to beat the defense on fourth down. It's 23 yards and a first. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. And it's the Bears, who have first and 10. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, here's Swift. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Here's Swift on second down. Room to run inside the 20. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that gives them first and goal. Push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Working from the gun, Williams. And the defender comes away with it. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
On first down, Hurts. On the move, headed right. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. And it's going to be second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So now it's going to be third and long. Hurts now from the gun. He lofts it deep left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So as we all recover from that last play, it's first and 10 near the red zone. Hurts throwing again. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's second down coming up.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing it just before halftime. Completed here to commence. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Keely Ringo making the play. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, Britton Covey. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st down, a run with Barkley. Nice cut back to the right sideline. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
First down, and they go right back to it. Dukes out of 1 stop. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Williams from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Williams thrown again here on second down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Third down. Here's Williams. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh, he's going to run for it! Somehow they find 12 yards on 4th and 10, and that's enough to convert and brings up first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Williams to throw on first. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 10. And in for the Chicago touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And he's got it. That catch gets him 2 and turns this into a one-score game once again. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Covey now to return this. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Toss play to Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Offense to the line for second down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making's also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
63.
Looking to throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Looks like a pickup of 2, and now they've got 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. Rare chance for him to throw it, but things don't work out. It's 3rd down now.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He'll look to throw it. He's got it near the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. Has it in close. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He's got the squiver. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles.